Yes, good morning and good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today is day 3 of the Pareto Principle. And for those that are just now catching up, it's like, whoa, day 3. I thought I was just coming here for some motivation. So, yes, day 3. The Pareto Principle, also known as the 80-20 rule, the law of the divided few, or the principle of factor sparsity, states that for many events, roughly 80% of the effects come from 20% of the results. So, meaning that, if you're working if you're working an hour a day, technically speaking, only 20% of that, which is 12 minutes, is actually producing your actual results. So, what I've pretty much been doing is giving you tips, giving you advice in regards to how to condense the time and giving you examples, because that was the thing for me. I'll be honest with you. When I was hearing the Pareto Principle, I'm like, 20 to 80, 20 to 80, 20 to 80. So as I saw the examples, which you could check out the past videos as well, but as I saw the examples more and more, I was like, oh, I get it. Oh, 2280 in addition. So, but here we are this morning. Thank you again for joining me. Let's talk about this. So today, I actually got it written down here. I'm not even going to try to freeball it here. So day 3 is looking at priorities and tasks. So what I want you to do as an exercise or activity, if you haven't done so already, is list down like your 5 priorities and tasks like each morning. And I know as you're thinking, Dan, I'm already running around. I'm trying to get the kids together. I'm going to be late. No, here's what you do. If you're supposed to be getting up at 6:50, wake up at 6:40. If you're supposed to be getting up at 6 a.m., wake up at 5:50. If for whatever reason your bedtime is restricted to 10 o'clock, you go to sleep at 10:10. The idea that I want you to get is that it's only going to take you 10 minutes for your personal life to figure out 5 tasks that you need to get done for the following day. That's all. Now, once you have those 5 tasks written down, choose one. That's it. Choose one. Now, yes, all of them probably do need to get completed, such as, dropping the kids off to school, picking the kids up from school, studying for exam, making sure that you got the 5 words that you need to study for the exam, to be ready, preparing a presentation for the afternoon meeting, and then let's see what else. Oh, and then also making sure lunch is ready. So, yeah, I completely understand that there's going to be a lot, but I just want you to spend 10 minutes choosing 5. Because above all, you know what? Forget the 80-20 rule. Above all, if this is something brand new to you in which you need to write down 5 priorities and tasks for the next day to make sure that you accomplish, you're getting closer and closer to that millionaire mindset. So, but yes, start with 5. And then plan them out. Now, with these 5, there are 7 days in the week, so now you have a total of 35 for the week. With those 35 items, they get broken down to back to that same principle, 1 per day. So it's just honestly a matter of condensing time, folks. I don't want you to feel that to be pressured into something that you're not doing, shouldn't be doing, wouldn't be doing, couldn't be doing. It's just a matter of, you know what, Dan's got a point, or the Pareto Principle as a point, because I didn't come up with this. This is by the Italian guy way back in the day and such, where he noticed that, hey, a lot to do with this economy. I believe it was in Italy. A lot to do with this economy. 80% of it actually only comes from 20% of the people. So, and that applies to usually every single thing, or making it apply to every single thing. So, prioritize your tasks, ladies and gentlemen. First, look up. First, look up, or write down as far as what's your 5 tasks, what's your 5 objectives that you need to get done for the day. If you have time, or make sure that you can have time to write down 35 tasks that you want to get accomplished during the week. And it can be something simple. The idea is to have that winning mindset for things that you need to get done and things that you don't need to get done, but rather they are still considered a win. Something as simple as making the bed, something as simple as drinking a glass of water, something as simple as doing one wall push-up and all. So with that being said and all, I want you to, write it down, prioritize it, kind of like you're writing down your goals, but you're writing down, what you need to accomplish, what you can accomplish, and what you can achieve. So, motivation of the day, Pareto Principle, day 3 is yes, prioritize your tasks, write them down, and get them done. Now, for the realtor tip of the day, my realtors, talk to a mentor. Here's the thing. I'm still a newbie in this. I'm still brand new and all, but I find that those who are connected with a partnership, and the reason why I say this, I was looking at a Dan Locke video, and the woman who was one of the successful stories and such, how she came to where she got to with a $30 million real estate deal was that she had partnered up. She honestly just partnered up with Dan Locke, and it wasn't so much in regards to, now don't get me wrong, yes, she did pay for the mentorship, but trust me, there are mentors out there that will provide free advice. 267-702-3756. So, or just subscribing to the daily video. And by the way, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that button right there. I know this is Facebook Live right now, but when you do officially see this on YouTube, there will be a button right there for subscribing. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already, or if you just want to subscribe right now, it's like, damn, I can't wait. I'm looking at you live and I want to see more of this. You could go to YouTube and look up the Robert and Nathaniel group, and you can subscribe through there. So, realtor tip of the day. Yeah, find a mentor. Find a mentor. It is not that hard. Or find an accountability partner. Your accountability partner is typically going to do the same thing as a mentor, because everybody knows how to get a six-pack. I'm pretty sure everybody knows the basics of getting a six-pack. Diet and exercise. When it comes to real estate, when it comes to achieving your goals, when it comes to anything in life, you're going to need an accountability partner who's actually looking at you, who's actually taking a close eye on you, or walking you through it, or seeing it. I am blessed with actually having 3. I'll definitely probably even shoot it up to 4. No, I shouldn't push it. But I'm blessed to say I actually have 3 with eXp Realty, in which I got my main mentor, the one that they were actually giving me. I got my accountability partner, who pretty much pushes me along the way and encourages me and supports. And then I have one who had initially gotten me signed up, but he said, listen, reach out to me, you got any questions or problems at all. So shout out to Teresa Kaler, shout out to Jerome Lewis, and shout out to Jay. Jay, I don't want to butcher your last name, because every single time I do, I just, I brag about you. It's just, it goes Jay and then Viking, and then I'm like, wait, is it Viking? Is it Viking? Is it, I'm just butchering it. So, but those definitely are my 3, and those are getting me to where I'm at right now. So, little quick testimonial. I've only been with 30 days with eXp Realty. I currently am working with the commercial unit buyer. Currently working with a small multifamily unit buyer who's based out in Erie, Pennsylvania, but wants to invest in Philadelphia. I have 2 people that I'm working with in regards to rental listings. And then in addition, I'm working with a general buyer who I'm actually able to go out and see property with. So could all this stuff probably been reflected upon me? Yes and no. Yes, because of course I myself, it all goes back to me. I need to take action. But the other portion of it is that it's like, hey, when I was stuck and had questions or wasn't sure where to turn to, one of those 3 either pointed me in the right direction. Jay's kind of like the reason why I'm on social media right now. Jerome's even more the reason why I stay consistent on social media. And Teresa makes sure that everything I do in regards to forms is correct. So get that mentor. If you got to join EXP to get a mentor, I'd be more than happy to show you. But above all, just find that accountability partner. Somebody that's really going to drill back into you like, hey, you said you were going to do this. What happened? Or finding that mentor is like, hey, let me show you step by step. All right, so realtor tip of the day: find a mentor, find somebody that you can connect with to grow to where you need to be at. And for those that are not realtors but want to utilize and value that advice, by all means, feel free to use it. The last thing for your resume writing tip of the day actually goes into the interview. Do a dry run. With the dry run, I know it's like dry run. What? Whiskey? What are you talking about? Dry run? No, dry run. Dry run is simply. Now I know we have Google. I know we have GPS. I know that you can look up Google Maps and the address will be like, oh, it's estimated that it's only going to take me 25 minutes. If you have time, I'm not saying that it needs to be done, but if you have time in which you need to figure out the route in order to get to your interview, do that. Because not all times Google will lead you to where you need to be at. We actually had a client up in North Jersey, and every single person typically gets lost. And I keep telling them, you need to do a dry run. They're like, no, I'm familiar with the area. As soon as they get up there, get lost. Hey, Dan, I'm stuck. I don't know where I'm at. Which address did you use? Oh, I used this address. Oh, I told you to use the address that was in the email. So that happens as well. So I'm not paying attention. But above all, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today during this call. And as always, stay blessed, my fellow millionaires. Have a great day.
Fleslet on the beat.